She just disrespected you in front of everyone, and you stood there paralyzed, not knowing what to do, that feeling of powerlessness rising in your throat, your face burning with shame, while she simply continues, as if nothing happened. Pay attention to what I'm about to tell you, because this is the moment that defines whether you'll keep getting walked all over or if you'll completely turn the tables. You're about to discover a secret that only the most emotionally intelligent men know. It's like holding a polished mirror in your hand that reflects everything back without you needing to say a single word. She will feel the weight of her own disrespect returning to her, multiplied by 10. Do you know what your biggest mistake is right now? You think you need to respond, argue, defend yourself. Wrong, completely wrong. Every time you try to explain yourself after being disrespected, you're digging your own grave. You're feeding the cycle that keeps you small in front of her. The army. Truth is, disrespect grows when it finds fertile ground. And do you know what that ground is? Your desperate reaction, your need for approval, your fear of losing her. All of this is screaming to her that you have no self-worth. Can you see how this works? Now imagine a different reality. Imagine her making that disrespectful little joke, and you simply looking her in the eyes for 3 seconds, expressionless, and then turning your attention to something else as if she didn't even exist. Her silence after that will be deafening. I spent 10 years studying power dynamics in relationships. I interviewed hundreds of men who completely transformed how they were treated, and I discovered an ultra-rare pattern that only 5% of men consciously apply. This pattern is what I call the ECO method: internal empowerment, nonverbal communication, and natural consequences. It's a 3-layered strategy that completely reprograms how she sees you without you needing to say absolutely anything. But before we dive into that, let me tell you about Pedro. He came to me 2 years ago, completely devastated. His girlfriend would make jokes about him in front of friends, question his decisions in public, roll her eyes when he spoke. One day, he decided to apply exactly what I'm about to teach you. 3 months later, she was begging him not to end the relationship. You want to know what he did? I'm going to show you the 5 fundamental pillars that transform disrespect into deep regret. Each of these pillars is a layer of protection you build around your worth. Pay close attention because the order matters. First pillar, the art of ID. Zero reaction. Your primitive brain wants you to react immediately. It's biological. When we're attacked, the body releases cortisol and adrenaline, preparing you to fight or flee. But here's the secret almost no one realizes. Non-reaction is the greatest demonstration of power that exists. When she disrespects you and you don't react, her brain short-circuits. She expected an emotional response. She expected you to defend yourself, justify yourself, get angry. When none of that happens, she's left without a script. It's like playing tennis and the ball doesn't come back. She just stands there, frozen, not knowing what to do. Zero reaction is not ignoring. It's absorbing the impact and letting it die within you. You hear, you process internally, and you consciously choose not to feed that energy. It's like being a rubber wall where everything that hits it bounces back to the person who threw it. Does that make sense to you? Second pillar, the power of silent presence. Your body speaks louder than any words. Studies show that 93% of human communication is nonverbal. When you master your physical presence, you communicate worth without opening your mouth, shoulders back, chin slightly raised, direct but not aggressive gaze, deep and controlled breathing. When she disrespects you, you maintain this posture intact. You don't shrink. You don't look away in embarrassment. You simply exist there, solid as a mountain. There's a powerful psychological trick here. After the disrespect, you mentally count to 3 while looking into her eyes. No anger, no resentment, just observing. Then you gently break eye contact and focus on something else. This movement communicates that you processed what happened, but chose not to give it importance. Can you feel the difference? Third pillar, establishing invisible boundaries. Boundaries are not walls you build by shouting. They are natural consequences that occur when someone crosses a line. And here's the key insight that few apply. You don't announce your boundaries. You simply implement them. She disrespected you at dinner with friends. You calmly finish your meal and leave without specifically saying goodbye to her. She made a joke about you in the group WhatsApp. You read it and don't respond for 48 hours. She questioned your Masculinity? You cancel the next date without elaborate explanations. Every action you take communicates a boundary. You are not punishing. You are simply withdrawing your energy and presence from situations where you are not valued. It's the law of physics applied to relationships. Where there is no respect, there is no presence. Do you see how this changes everything? Fourth pillar, the strategy of emotional divestment. Here lies the secret that transforms ordinary men into magnetic men. You need to take her off the emotional pedestal where you've placed her. I'm not talking about being cold or cruel. I'm talking about redistributing your emotional energy. When she disrespects you, instead of dwelling on what happened, you immediately redirect your attention to other areas of your life. The gym, work, friends, hobbies. You become genuinely busy building your own life. Emotional divestment is like taking the oxygen out of a fire. Without your emotional reaction, her disrespect loses strength. She realizes she no longer has the power to affect you, and that, my friend, is terrifying for someone who was used to controlling you emotionally. Is it starting to make sense? Fifth pillar, focus on self. The best revenge is not revenge, it's evolution. While she's waiting for your reaction, you're at the gym transforming your body. While she tries to provoke you, you're closing deals and increasing your bank account. While she seeks attention through disrespect, you're building a life that doesn't depend on her. This self-focus creates what I call the masculine magnetic field. You become the sun of your own solar system. Everything revolves around you, not the other way around. When you truly embody this, her disrespect becomes irrelevant because you have bigger things happening. There's a fascinating psychological phenomenon here. The less you need her, the more she needs you. It's the dance of perceived value. When your self-worth increases, disrespect naturally decreases because she realizes she's risking losing something valuable. Can you visualize this transformation? Now let me tell you what happens in her brain when you apply these 5 pillars simultaneously. First comes confusion. She doesn't understand why you're not reacting as always. Then comes curiosity. She starts paying more attention to you, trying to decipher what changed. Next comes concern. She realizes she's lost control over your emotions. You're no longer predictable. This generates growing anxiety in her. Finally comes regret. She finally understands that she went too far and that you have enough worth not to tolerate disrespect. But there's a crucial detail no one tells you. This process doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, usually between 3 and 8 weeks for her to fully process the change. During this period, she will test you. She will increase the disrespect to see if you revert to the old pattern. This is where 90% of men fail. They start well, but at the first stronger provocation, they react emotionally again. Game over. You need to be as consistent as the sunrise. Every day applying all 5 pillars without exception. Remember Pedro, whom I mentioned earlier? He told me the hardest part was the 3rd week. His girlfriend started creating increasingly extreme situations to force a reaction. She even flirted with another guy in front of him. Do you know what he did? He smiled, took his car keys and left. No drama, no scene, no explanation. The next day she was at his doorstep crying, apologizing, swearing she would never do that again. He simply said he needed to think and close the door. That is real power. It's not cruelty, it's self-preservation. You're not playing mind games. You're simply refusing to participate in the emotional circus she created. Now I'm going to give you the complete framework of the ECO method for you to implement today. Internal empowerment. Every morning before doing anything else, you will stand 5 minutes in front of the mirror. Look into your own eyes and mentally repeat 3 things you value about yourself. It doesn't have to be grandiose. It can be your discipline, your loyalty, your work ethic. This exercise rebuilds your self-image from the inside out. You stop seeking external validation because you already have internal validation. When disrespect comes, you have a mental fortress to lean on. Non-verbal communication. Practice what I call conscious presence. In every interaction, keep your shoulders relaxed but erect. Speak slowly and with strategic pauses. Occupy physical space without asking permission. When you walk, step firmly as if the ground were yours. These micro-adjustments in your body language communicate subtle dominance. She will feel that something has changed, but won't be able to identify exactly what. It's like changing the frequency of your masculine energy. Natural consequences. For every act of disrespect, you have a proportional reaction of withdrawal. Small disrespect generates small withdrawal. Large disrespect generates large withdrawal. No announcements, no explanations, just consequences. This trains her brain through behavioral conditioning. She learns that disrespect equals loss of access to you. It's Pavlovian. It works on a subconscious level that she doesn't even realize is happening. But I know what you're thinking now. What if she simply doesn't care? What if she continues disrespecting you even with all this? What if she leaves? I'm going to be brutally honest with you. If she doesn't regret it after you consistently apply these principles, she never truly respected you. She was just using you for something. And in that case, the best thing that can happen is for her to leave your life. Think with me. Do you want to spend the rest of your life with someone who doesn't respect you, even when you demonstrate self-worth? Do you want to grow old beside someone who diminishes you? Do you want your children to see their father being disrespected by their mother? The answer is obvious. The ECO method isn't just about making her regret. It's about you becoming a man who accepts nothing less than he deserves. It's about building a life where disrespect simply has no space to exist. There's a hard truth. I need to tell you, most men will never apply this. They'll watch this video, they'll agree with everything, but when she disrespects them, they'll go back to the old pattern. They'll shout, argue, beg for respect. You are not the majority. If you've made it this far, you have something different. You have the courage to change. You have the discipline to be consistent. You have the intelligence to understand that strategic silence is more powerful than 1,000 words. Now, I'm going to give you 3 advanced techniques that accelerate the regret process. These are techniques I discovered after years of refining the method. Use them wisely because they are extremely potent. First technique, social contrast. When you are in social situations, demonstrate impeccable respect for other women while maintaining emotional distance from her. I'm not talking about flirting. I'm talking about being courteous, attentive, and present with other people, while with her you are polite but distant. This creates powerful cognitive dissonance. She sees that you are capable of being warm and attentive. You just choose not to be with her. This forces her to question why she lost that privilege. Second technique, strategic absence. Disappear for calculated periods without prior notice. Don't disappear for weeks. Disappear for hours or days at times when she would expect your presence, someone's birthday that you both know. You go but arrive later and leave earlier. Absence amplifies presence. When you are not where you were expected, your absence screams louder than any presence. She begins to realize the void your energy leaves. Third technique, the visible upgrade. Improve something about yourself that is immediately noticeable. New haircut, better clothes, different cologne. But here's the trick. You don't mention the change. You act as if it's always been that way. This communicates evolution without words. She sees that you are investing in yourself, improving, growing. While she is stuck in the pattern of disrespect, you are evolving to another level. Do you see how everything connects? Her regret doesn't come from an isolated technique. It comes from the complete transformation of your masculine energy. When you stop being reactive and become proactive in building your worth, the universe reorganizes around you. But there's an important warning. Some women are pathological narcissists. They don't have the capacity for genuine regret. With these, the ECO method will not generate regret. It will generate anger. She will escalate the conflict trying to break your new stance. If that happens, you've gained something even more valuable than regret. You've gained clarity. You discovered that you were with someone incapable of respecting another human being. And that is liberating because it gives you permission to leave without guilt. Let me tell you about Carlos. He applied everything I taught for 2 months. His wife not only didn't regret it, but started threatening, blackmailing, creating increasingly bigger dramas. Do you know what he realized? That he had been in a toxic relationship for years and didn't see it. Today, he is with a woman who respects him naturally. He doesn't need techniques, methods, or strategies. Respect flows naturally because he learned to respect himself first. And that's what I want you to understand. The ultimate goal isn't to make her regret. It's for you to become beyond disrespect. It's for you to build a worth so solid that disrespect can't even reach you. When you reach this level, something magical happens. The right people appear in your life, the wrong ones disappear. It's as if the universe automatically filters who deserves access to you. But this requires courage. Courage to be alone if necessary. Courage not to react when your whole body wants to explode. Courage to maintain your stance when she tests your limits. Do you have that courage? I'll give you one last secret. Her true regret only comes when she realizes she's truly lost you. Not when you threaten to leave. Not when you make a scene. When she feels deep in her soul that you've transcended your need for her. It's paradoxical. The less you need her regret, the more likely it is to happen. The less you care about disrespect, the less it happens. The more you focus on yourself, the more she focuses on you. This is the game few men understand. You're not competing with her. You're competing with the previous version of yourself, every day being 1% better, every day more centered in your own worth. The polished mirror I mentioned at the beginning is not a technique. It's you. When you become solid in your self-worth, you naturally reflect back the treatment you receive. Respect generates respect. Disrespect generates distance. She will feel the weight of her own actions when she realizes she lost access to the best of you. She will regret it when she understands that she traded a man of worth for childish power games. She will beg for a second chance when she sees you thriving without her. But here's the final irony. When that moment comes, you probably won't care anymore, because a man who has built real worth doesn't need anyone's regret to feel complete. Now, the choice is yours. Will you continue in the cycle of disrespect and reaction, or will you apply what you've learned here and completely transform your reality? Every day you postpone this change, you lose a piece of your dignity. Every disrespect you tolerate, you teach her that it's okay to continue. Every emotional reaction, you confirm that she has power over you. Wake up, man. Time is passing. Your life is happening now. You deserve respect. You deserve admiration. You deserve someone who recognizes your worth. But none of this will fall from the sky. You need to build it, brick by brick, day after day, zero reaction after zero reaction, until your worth is so obvious that disrespect becomes impossible. Remember, the polished mirror. You don't shout, you don't confront, you don't beg. You simply reflect back the energy you receive. And when she sees herself reflected in that mirror, regret will be inevitable. Do this now before you forget. Implement the first pillar today, tomorrow the second. In 1 week, you will be applying all 5. In 1 month, your life will be unrecognizable. If this knowledge made sense to you, if you felt that this could change your life like this now, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next strategies. Share it with that friend who needs to hear this, because ultimately, men of worth support each other. Men of worth grow together. Men of worth accept nothing less than they deserve. And you, my friend, deserve much more than you're accepting right now.